Adrian believes he was the victim of racial profiling. According to the ACLU, black drivers in parts of Boston are 15 times more likely to be stopped and charged with a motor vehicle offense. But proving you were targeted, that was difficult. What the court required was proof the police officer had an established pattern of racial bias. But that information wasn't available because no one was keeping track.
It was frustrating because we knew that there was legitimate claims of racial profiling and people would come into your office, describe those problems, but the law created a barrier for them to get into court.
In the last 12 years, only one racial profiling case has been successfully prosecuted in Massachusetts, but a recent court decision could change that. Justices on the state's highest court ruled last month you no longer need data to prove you were profiled. Racial justice advocates say it's a big win.
There is something that we can do to enforce that law and ensure that people's rights, once we recognize that it's unconstitutional, that if their rights are violated, they can do something about it.
When pursuing a profiling case, defense attorneys will file a form like this, detailing what happened, no stats needed. District attorneys are now required to investigate.
We have a lot of power as law enforcement. And if we look right now, Juliana, at what we are dealing with in the country, as far as I'm concerned, yes, we should be held to a higher standard.
Now, people like Adrian can have their voices heard.
If what happened to you is something that gets heard in court and the officer is found to have racially profiled you, what do you hope to happen?
I would probably want the officer to just be educated and just to learn. If we start teaching that everybody's skin is beauty and everybody deserves to be shown love and cared for, then I just feel like the world would change.
Adrian has filed a complaint with the state police. A state police spokesperson tells me they do log the race of all the people their troopers stop, even though they're not required to do so, and they review that data 4 times a year. They also say the trooper who stopped Adrian had never had a citizen complaint before this one. In Andover, Juliana Mazza, 7 News.